What's the most NSFW thing you witnessed at public? I saw a woman sitting on the sidewalk masturbating with a water bottle. Two homeless people banging under a sheet at 6:30 a.m. on my way to work. Saw a guy fingering a girl in a nightclub up against the wall next to the VIP. Almost lost his watch by the way things looked. Was the manager of said nightclub, and when I threw them out for this, the woman told me she was too classy for this place anyways. Was working security when I heard a girl like a mistress talking dirty to someone. Lots of you dirty whore, keep your legs open. Walked outside to find a girl spread leg peeing on the ground, shirt over her face, and the other girl with a camera and light videoing her. What was really messed up, they both 1000 looked like they were underage, and begged me not to get them into trouble with parents that was in RV asleep. I saw a lady spread eagle, legs pointed towards the sky, eating a bag of chips in Phoenix, AZ last year. That was my first time in AZ. I'm Canadian. Drunk girl out of nowhere yell, watch how much I can take. On the back deck of a house party, lay down and shove a beer bottle up her vag. Homeless woman was arguing with a cafe owner on the street corner. She pulled her pants down, shit into her hand, and started eating it, rubbing it on herself. 8 a.m. on a Tuesday. Also, San Fran, a big naked guy, 250 pounds at least, in a yellow hard hat and boots, crossing the street. There was nothing left to the imagination, and there should have been. Two obviously very drunk people parked their car in front of my house in the city. My bedroom faced the street, so I got front row seats to a BJ, which progressed into the girl getting railed from behind while on all fours through the driver's side door. They were not discreet about it, and after they wrapped up after a few minutes, they had to back out of my dead-end street, a mostly successful operation except for the fact they ripped their front bumper off against a tree and shattered a neighbor's flower pot. A dude finger blasting a woman in a dance club frequented by people in their 40s and 50s. I saw a man get pulverized crossing the street by an 18-wheeler. It was pretty insane. Man was not allowed to use the restroom in a convenience store, so he walked out on full display and began spraying the entire establishment, with a flick to the left and a flick to the right, all while muttering and walking towards the back alley. I was on a bus with a bunch of fellow Bible drill kids around 10 years old going to a tournament in Dallas. We came to a particularly long stop light or a train metro passing. I don't remember that detail. There were two people going at it in a car in the parking lot right next to the bus, and we could see everything. The whole bus ran over to look from the other aisle. You'll never forget how the girl's face as she realized and covered herself, completely embarrassed, and the guy just laughed his ass off when he turned around. Best Baptist approved trip I have ever taken. Why is everyone talking about fingering? Guy getting head from a girl on the subway late one night. Dude saw me looking and gave a thumbs up. I responded likewise. I was in Old City, Bogota, Colombia approximately 15 years ago, admiring the architecture on a beautiful sunny afternoon when from the shadows of an alley came a man with dreads as thick as wrists, pull his pants down in front of me and proceed to evacuate his bowels. It wasn't the act itself that had me shocked, but the circumference, length and color. Please allow me to describe. The lug itself was as thick as one of his dreads. It was as if someone was giving birth standing up on the sidewalk in front of me. The loaf was still coming out of his donut hole as it touched down on the sidewalk. It couldn't have been less than 2 ft in length. The color of his newborn was Vanta black, blacker than coal. It felt like I was at a show and should have paid someone to watch. But I got it for free. It was as if he did this just for me. It was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. Girl getting fingered in a public swimming pool. I was 6 when I saw it. The comments are murder, death, fingering, or shitting. I was coming down a single-lane dirt mountain road. I worked at the remote transmitter tower site at the top. Down about a half mile from the pavement, the road was blocked by a car. I pulled right up to it, in my 1-ton PU with government plates. Inside I saw a girl going down on the guy in the driver's seat. Once they saw me, he started the car, then had to back down a half mile back to the pavement. So, while they backed down, I kept pace, trailing by 20 feet. The girl was ducking below the dash, so I couldn't see her. But every once in a while, would pop her head up. See, I was still right there as they backed and ducked back down. Once they got to a point where I could pass, I smiled, waved, and gave them a thumbs up. The poor girl ducked once again. Fort Lauderdale, FL August 2023 at about 7 a.m. walking the beach with my coffee, BAM. Homeless lady going to town finger blasting herself by a palm tree standing with one leg up around the tree. I accidentally made eye contact.